Let's sculpt the Tuff Golem from this year's mob vote that's coming up soon. Use a consistent size cutter throughout to keep all the ratios to scale. Mixing some black and white to make a grey, cutting out 10 pieces for the body, 1 each for the arms, half a piece for each leg, and 1/4 of a piece for the nose. Mixing in some white with that original grey, rolling a thin sheet. This will be the toenails later on. I also rolled out some thin black and blue for the eyes. And I have some red and yellow off to the side for the apron thing that it wears. Put the thin sheets of clay in the oven to bake and we will get started on the sculpt. Grab the 10 pieces of grey, soften and shape into a rectangular prism. Lightly mark out where the waistband will go. With some liquid clay, I am adding 2 bits of wire to add strength to the legs. Shape the 2 half pieces into cubes for the legs. The 1/4 piece becomes a rectangular prism for the nose, and these 2 pieces are shaped into the arms. Roll out a thin sheet of red and the same for the yellow. I have the light grey out of the oven. Carefully cut this into a thin strip, then into small squares. Grab one of the legs, indent 3 holes, then press in the light grey toenails. Same for the other leg, then press onto the body. Square up the top edge of the red, cut to size, then wrap around the body. Mark the overhang and cut to length. With a needle tool, I am scoring a line around the top edge to create the waistband, scraping off some black chalk and brushing that into the crevice. Liquid clay to attach the nose, indent the eye area. With the pre-baked sheet, I cut out 2 small rectangles. Did the same for the blue, but I decided I didn't like that. So I cut out a section from the black for the blue to sit in. Cutting a thin strip of yellow, adding some liquid clay and attaching small yellow squares around the base of the apron. Add wire for the arms, then attach. Continue to add yellow squares around the entire lower edge. I want to add a bit more of a forehead to this guy, but I'm going to bake him first. Now that I won't squish him, I am adding a bit more height to the top of his head. Blend it in, bake again, and it's done. It fell over in the oven and got burnt, but I just fixed it up with a little bit of yellow paint. The Tuff Golem is a statue mob that moves. It can display any item that you give it. We have now seen the Sniffer, the Rascal, and the Tuff Golem. My favourite by far is the Sniffer, and it will definitely be getting my vote. My son has been sculpting alongside me and he made a very cute Tuff Golem as well.